What I want to ask you, though, is for all of you, no matter where you are, because this is also about balancing. Where you are, do you ever sit down and think, when I get to there, then I'll? That's a clue. Dating services are really big right now, and they work and they're good. But if you don't know the top 5 things that are important to you, there's 3 things in a relationship that encompasses that one. There's 3 relationships going on. And so we talk about all this. They're engaging, they're inspiring, and it's a lot of fun. One day, Janet sees this sign on the way to work, and it says, "Say yes to success." So she thought, what do I have to lose? So she goes to the seminar, and she hears the seminar leader say that in a study of 100 of the most successful people in America, they all had one thing in common. They had all achieved the 5 things that were most important to them in their careers. Jim Lehrer, who is a psychologist, has found that human beings around the globe, across the board, are not a very motivated species. In fact, we are only 5% motivation. The other 95% is habit. And so that means that this successful person over here and this unsuccessful person over here, they both have the same basic motivation. This one just has better habits. And living passionately is a habit. And you can no more decide right now, tonight, that you want to live a passionate life and wake up tomorrow morning and it's all peaches and cream, than you can decide you want to be a concert violinist and wake up tomorrow morning and play the violin really well. It takes what? Anybody guess what it takes? That's it. It takes practice. Relationships are always in there, and that's why I have a whole separate course on relationships. Notoriously, now not always, but the majority of the time there will be in a relationship passion that comes up. Someone is always looking for, with their kids, with their husband, with their family, whatever. She has it here with family and friends. She has it here. And so you can do a whole passion test just on your relationships. That's why I like to work with businesses. What are the top 5 things that are the most important to you in your business or your career? Or maybe you want to get a general idea of balancing your life. And for some people, find out, you know what, I've been in business all these years and it's really not my passion anymore. There's other things that I want to, I want to make my business work and make a living, but that's not where my passion is. And so one of the things you need to remember when you're doing the test is, this is not about the how. How am I going to make it work? How am I going to fit it into my life? How is this going to affect things? This is about what is most important to you right now. And you really start carving out your life and start getting rid of all the junk and moving towards what it is that you really want. Living passionately is a habit. You can use this for all areas. You can use it for fun, spiritual, relationships, career, family, however you want to use it, and you can specialize in each of those things. In Success Built to Last, Creating a Life That Matters, the authors did a study or interviewed 300 people confirming their studies. All of them, enduringly successful people, will always choose the things that mean the most to them personally, in spite of what anyone else thinks. They always. The study done on the top 100 most successful people, they all achieved the top 5 things in their life. And that's what this whole thing is about, making your passions a priority, making them a habit in your life. And no tension is letting it go. Doesn't mean that you don't take action, but it does mean that you do not be attached to the outcome. How many of you have made plans? I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, and this is what it's going to look like. Does it ever work that way? Occasionally, once in a while, but most of the time, life happens. Life is not, there is no straight line to a goal. It usually ends up, it's kind of, full of little curves and whatever. Whatever it is we need to get from here to here, and the knowledge and the wisdom along the way, we're going to make all these little stops. And so a lot of times we think that we're off course. I went up to Denver to look at a business. I came back with a book. By most people's standards, it would have said that I wasn't successful with what I went up there for. Well, maybe in the sense of what I thought I was going up there for, the reason that I was led to Denver and the reason I thought that I was going to Denver were two different things. That's why you take it every 6 months.
I can see that.
Yeah. Even once you get it and it's like, okay, this is it, this is perfect, you take the test. Because it will always take you deeper.